Ibrahim Traoré. A name that echoes across Burkina Faso and the wider Sahel. Rising from a humble soldier to the youngest leader of his nation, he has ignited hope, or fear, for what Burkina Faso could become. Early life and education. Born on March 14, 1988, in rural Bondakwi, Traoré was reserved but gifted. Excelling in school, he studied geology at the University of Ouagadougou, graduating with honors. There, he joined student unions, defending peers and honing his voice as an emerging leader. Military training and early career. In 2009, Traoré entered the military academy at Georges Namono. He trained in Morocco on anti-aircraft systems and served with UN peacekeepers in Mali. He returned, joining elite Cobra unit forces battling jihadist insurgents. By 2020, he had earned the rank of captain and became a spokesman for frontline troops disillusioned by weak leadership. The September coup of 2022. On September 30, 2022, Traoré led the ousting of interim President Damiba, citing failure to protect the country from extremist groups. At 34, he became one of the world's youngest heads of state. He was sworn in as interim president on October 6 under tight military security. Revolution and ideology. Styling his rule after the revered Thomas Sankara, Traoré launched what he calls the progressive and popular revolution. He suspended the constitution, formed the alliance of Sahel states with Mali and Niger, and prioritized national self-sufficiency, especially in mining, agriculture, and infrastructure. Economic and infrastructure reforms. Under Traoré's leadership, first gold refinery created domestic processing, and key mines were nationalized. He initiated tomato processing factories, cotton hubs, cement plants, watermelon factories and a flour mill, focused on boosting jobs and local industries. The postal bank provided financial autonomy. Transport infrastructure was upgraded, 900 construction vehicles and a new cement plant to improve rural access. Cultural and sovereignty moves. In symbolic moves away from colonial legacies, Traoré expelled French troops, banned colonial court attire, and replaced French-language influence with local traditions. He encouraged Faso Dan Fani as school uniforms and banned used clothing imports. Security and military strategy. His government dramatically expanded the volunteer defense forces, recruiting over 90,000 citizens, and integrated drones from Turkey and Russia in counterterrorism. However, violence escalated, over 60% of the country remains contested. Cult of personality and media. Dubbed Saint Traoré, he cultivated a strong image with red beret photos, AI-created tributes, and TikTok memes praising his defiance of the West. A broader geopolitical narrative emerged, Russia-backed media portraying him as a Pan-African hero. Controversies and criticism. Despite popularity, Traoré has faced serious criticism, press censorship, freezing of opponents' assets, and forced conscription of dissenters, including former leaders. Security remains dire, jihadist attacks such as the Mansala massacre claimed over 100 soldiers. Western governments expressed deep concern, warning of authoritarian drift cloaked in anti-colonial rhetoric. Regional role and foreign alliances. Traoré co-founded the Sahel Alliance, withdrew support from ECOWAS, reopened the Russian embassy, and discussed nuclear energy cooperation with Russia's Rosatom. His alignment signifies a shift toward anti-Western, pro-Russian policy. Humanitarian impact. He launched housing projects for displaced people aimed to build thousands by 2030, and introduced mobile health clinics offering free surgeries and distributing malaria nets. Legacy and ongoing challenges. Traoré remains deeply polarizing. To some, he's a bold revolutionary. To others, a military ruler dismantling democracy under populist pretenses. With displaced millions, rising extremism, and internal dissent, including coup attempts, his presidency lives in constant tension. Ibrahim Traoré's story is unfolding before our eyes. A young soldier turned leader, wielding revolutionary ideals, economic nationalism, and anti-Western defiance. His vision for Burkina Faso is grand, but the path is unstable. In the heart of West Africa, his rule is already reshaping destiny, and the world is watching. Organized by Mr. JZ Empire. You're welcome back.